What is up, family? I hope you guys are having a wonderful day, and if you guys are not, just smile away. Today I wanted to talk about the Walking Dead Season 6 finale. If you guys haven't kept up with it and you guys don't want to get spoiled, then probably don't watch this video. If you guys don't give a fuck or just got lost count, then by all means there are spoilers in this video. I'm gonna try to keep it small, minimum. I'm trying not to be the one asshole who just spoils the whole freaking, finale and shit like that. So I will be talking about it, and with that said, let's get right to it. So, season 6 finale happened yesterday for The Walking Dead. Things that happened that I did and didn't enjoy. I actually did enjoy the whole introduction for Negan. I really did. Like, I was like, okay, let's go. Like, I knew who he was because I have read a couple times the comics and shit. So I knew, like, when the previous episode they were like, oh, we're Negan. I'm like, yeah, that's not Negan. And then when I saw him, I was like, yes, that's Negan. I mean, the actor did a great ass job portraying who he was. Like, you really was like, you didn't know if you not to like him or not. Because I mean, in the end, if you kind of, I mean, he might be crazy and shit, but he is like, looking out for his club, not clan, but club, and his group. Let's just say that. He's looking out for his group and shit. So, I mean, I understand where he's coming from when he told Rick, like, you fucked up, you killed half of my people. Like, I'm not cool with that. And he was just like, a little bit too more, like, for me to be okay with. So I was just like, all right, I see where he's coming from and shit like that. But with that said, like, I really did enjoy his introduction. Like, I thought it was just wonderful done. Like, it was great seeing Rick basically saying, like, look, his face was just like, oh my god, what the hell did we just get ourselves into a situation, which I really enjoy. Like, I mean, Rick has been a great ass character and shit like that. I mean, he is a freaking hero. I guess you could say he's like the hero / protagonist of him, because I mean, we are kind of seeing the story at first from his point of view, and then from there, I mean, it progresses to like other point of views. But we did start seeing him as Rick. It was his stuff. Like, we were like, okay, we're seeing his point of view. So it was great seeing him, like, for the first time in a while, seeing him like, oh my god, like, can we do this? Can we get out of this situation or not? Which for me was great. Like, I really did enjoy that. I was like, okay, let's see what they could do with it, and they're doing great with it so far. We'll see how that goes in season 7. The other thing I did enjoy was the whole cliffhanger with who's the one who's gonna be dying. If they do follow the comics, then it won't be a big surprise. Like, it really won't be. But I feel like they might do a plot twist, because it is not the first time that the creator of the show have separated themselves from the comics, for I guess you could say the source material. So I was just like, if they really do it and they do a good job with it, like, I really wouldn't be mad at all. Like, I would be like, okay, like, this is great. Like, they went ahead and just decided to freaking change the material for like good thing. I feel like, as a possible death person might be Maggie. Like, I really could see it happening, and it will be a great way to make just Glenn just go off. Like, it will be amazing seeing him, like, basically lose his shit, because that's basically what's gonna happen. Like, we're getting hints that he's gonna maybe become a badass, and I feel like they won't just waste him, like, just start doing shit and just be like, okay, bye, no more Glenn. So I feel like they might kill off Maggie, in the sense of the whole situation where she's sick and all that shit. And with that said, like, I mean, she's sick right now, and it's like, even if she doesn't get help in the next couple hours, depending how far away the show will be from when it started and shit like that. Like, I mean, she could basically die from what's going on with her situation. So I really wouldn't see it. I really wouldn't see anything wrong if they decide to cut her off, in the sense for the show to continue. At least get Glenn as a character to go off, because I mean, we saw Rick, when he lost Lori, he kind of went psychotic for a cool minute. So it's kind of would be interesting seeing Glenn's point of view on that shit, because he's being I guess you could say a sane character. He did kill his first person ever, just now recently in the show. So it'll be great actually seeing him involved into this great character, the same way kind of like Carl did, because everyone hated Carl when it happened and didn't, when he first started the show. And then he turned out to be this, I guess you could say, a badass like Rick. I really want to see what they could do with Glenn. Like, if they don't kill him off, I'll be happy to see what character development that will happen. I'll be honestly, like, this is like one of the few times that I wouldn't be bitchy about if if they decide to switch it up a couple of things. Like I'm okay with the whole swap if they decide not to kill Glenn and decide to kill another person on the character. I feel like also like Eugene is like kind of like ready for that shit. He's just like he's been fucking up. I mean, he got captured like twice by the same fucking group, and there's like, you know, 3-4 days of a gap it was. I don't know. I'm not keeping track. But with that said, one thing that I wasn't a big fan of was the pacing of the story, I guess you could say. I mean, I have nothing against it. It's just the fact that I feel like they're going a little bit too slow for no reason. I feel like the pacing of the story is a little bit too slow at times, where it could be picked up, and it's unnecessary to be that slow. That's just my opinion. You don't have to agree with it. Now, I'm just saying like the whole overall season 6 though, because I mean the last couple episodes I understand why they're doing what they did, and I'm cool with it because it added to the story. It wasn't something like it was like, oh, we're going slow right now because, you know, Maggie and Carl are doing this shit. Like, no, you know, I understand where they're coming from, but I felt like they were going a little bit too slow, unnecessary shit that it really didn't have to be done. But that's just my personal opinion. Obviously, there's other times where the show has been super slower than that, so I really don't blame them if that situation it is like that. But with that said, guys, that's just my opinion on season 6 finale.